Right defenders and access to Justice Advocate Center, our legal department, co-comrades and legal viewers. I'm Queen is the solution. Live from KJ Allen Avenue branch have is the case of family dispute reported by Mrs. Iheanacho Jessica, is that the right name? Against Mr. Nkocha, Nkocha Obina. Well, briefly on her case, what she reported from her statement is saying, my husband threw me and my two kids out of the house and brought in another woman into the house, and now he has babies with different women. Since then, he refused to pay our children's school fees, feeding money. He refused to send feeding money, and he doesn't want to know anything about the kids. Well, they are both here live to give full details of what transpired in their marriage and how we can mediate and resolve peacefully. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page of Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For other useful information, you can visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Thank you. Okay, let's hear yours.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am,
Please speak loud. Speak loud.
okay. The problem I have right now, and is what I'm after, is since 2019, he threw me out of the house in the night, and he took the children with him. So he now said, once I find where to stay, I should come and take the kids, and he's going to pay all their everything about both school fees and the feeding, send their feeding money. Which that night I slept aside. In the following morning, the father
Sorry.
the father told me to go and report the matter to police station, which is at the Ikorodu, what they call this, Emota police station. So which I did, and
Ezekiel Magdalene, good afternoon. Go ahead.
so they invite him. So at the end, he put all my property aside, and they brought in the lady. I don't know whether I need to go to details of everything about the lady.
Go ahead.
The
How
lady,
did you meet the man?
okay.
What led to him throwing you out of the house after 10 years marriage?
In 2013, that was when I met Mr. Obina through my younger sister. She works in the compound at Solomon Close, I think number 10. So I was celebrating birthday on that 2013. My sister invited him. So we came, that was when we became friends through that my birthday. So, but before we start, they asked me for the relationship was like after 2 months by June. That was when the sister lost the husband. So we went together to our sister place. So that from there, that's when we started dating. As we are dating, immediately he's saying it's for marriage. And the father was going to my place to make inquiry about the marriage. So the same that 2013 December, before we even travel home, the father already done everything. So that the sister wedding too, I traveled with him. Well, I mean, sorry, the burial, the husband burial at Olo. That was my first time to meet his family. I traveled with him. So the father took me to a church, his own father, that make inquiry about that a lady before they called the former. He's dating the lady. So I think she is pregnant, and along the road, whether she lost the baby. She lost the baby, and two of them always fight. So the father, he sent the lady back to the family base because, and for his own, what he told me, I have not paid the lady bride price. They are just dating, and she got pregnant. So he asked the father. They now send the girl back because in the process of that pregnant, they always quarrel and fighting. So the girl has to go back to the family to go and learn how to be in the husband's house before they will marry her. That is what he told me. So when she now, so after I think some months, the girl started calling him, calling the father that she have changed. She have changed. The mother have already taken her mother church. They deliver her that she's okay now. She want to come back, which the father begged him. He said he traveled to the girl place. So the two of them came back to Lagos. After 2 weeks, for what is explained to me, the girl now say she's pregnant. He now say, how can you be pregnant after 2 weeks? Two of them went to visit hospital for a scan. The scan is saying that the girl is, I think, going to 3 months pregnant. That is what he explained to me. I don't know anything. So he now asked the lady, how can you be pregnant after this is 2 weeks of your return, and now the scan is saying going to 3 months? The girl now said we have to go to another scan. The lady say over her dead body that she will not go to another hospital for scan. So in that process, two of them keep on fighting and quarreling. One day, what is explained, the lady pack her up, everything, and left the house. And before she left, he said the girl told her that that pregnancy is not his own. That when she go back to Owerri, she was doing prostituting in Owerri, and somebody got her pregnant. And he even told me that she is still communicating with the guy when two of them are still in VI. So she left and said the pregnancy is not his own. All these things happened before I met him. So he explained to me, and I believe it because I didn't know that he was, you know that there's any lie there. So when we met, this is his word explanation, and the lady already left with the pregnant. So the father took me to the church. The pastor not here, you just have to warn his son. He's married to a good woman, but the problem is going to come from his son. That is the only thing. The next that December 2013, 28th of that December, we did traditional wedding. Everything was done in one day, and I was not pregnant before we married. So after the wedding, I wrote so many, even the girl he was dating before the after the former left, the girl was also living with him. Her name is Joy, is a Calabar. He's also involved after getting married to me. The girl is also coming. If I go to work, he'll be calling me to know when I'm coming back. The girl already came visiting, and we are married already. I don't want to be saying anything. From work, I go to school because I was doing part-time job, and I do catering. I work for white people. I do cook for them. So the joy is still coming. And I asked him, since after the former left, you still dating the joy. Why do you now marry me? He said the mother don't like the job. She's shocked that the mother don't like the girl stature. He still, after he married to me, still cheating on me on that job. But that never caused any problem. I was just keeping quiet after knowing everything. I never confront him. Even when I'm coming back sometimes without informing me, I will meet the girl at river bed waiting for him. So all these things have been happening. I keep quiet. Then he has issue with the madam, which is a woman, a manager of the. He had worked 20 years for that job. He lost his job. When he lost the job, this my baby, the first one, is already 6 months. So and then when I give birth, there's somebody that came for a land for him. The man has issues. So he now say he have a land to sell, which he asked me if I have money to borrow him. The man had a serious issue and he want to sell the land was so cheaper price. He borrowed the money from my hand. The land was 250. He borrowed the 150. And I told him I'm not going back to job. So now that we rented a house in Ikoyi, which is AP police station. After my mother left, I have to go get a somewhere at the junction. Let me start baking. I will bake in the house and go and say no problem, it's going to reform the money. So in that was October I give birth to this my baby in 2014. So immediately before December I borrow that money by that December time. So when I was traveling, he give me the 150 back and I told him, you know, it's more than travel. I cannot deposit the money in account. Just help me pay it to my own account, which I travel with his brother in their cars. He did not travel the same time with me and I was carrying baby. He did not deposit that money. He used that money, did not pay it back. And that is how that money just, and I do not quarrel, no fighting over that money because I think this is the house that belongs to two of us. I didn't fight him for the money. Even after using it with excuses, I did not quarrel with him. So when we return back, that is so many issues. He beat me a lot. This head I'm having here, I can't make my head. And the one he want to beat me, his eyes direct. If you I go to hospital, that the same thing. I have eye problem. This is be happening. He's beating me. I report the matter to his brother. When I report, the matter will end up judging on his favor. I will be the one begging. So just to have peace in my marriage. Mommy, this is happening. Even when this my baby was 6 months, he said he married me by mistake. And that then I already in 6 months. The baby is 6 months. I took him by accident. You asked me to go and abort that child. And I told him, I'm already become a mother. It's difficult for me to do this. He did not. We quarreled instead. He's one that drove me by himself to Ajegule, which I cannot remember the hospital, to go and have that child aborted. And that is when I cried and I prayed
His
over
elder
them.
brother or younger one?
After my first son, the second one, before this last
His
time,
elder brother or younger
he's
brother?
one that driving me to the place to
Oh,
abort the child. It's not his brother. The brother, no any of them support whatever is. But at the end, whenever he said something, he will turn everything against me, and the thing will not end on his favor. But they never support. They were always there for me. So, mommy, in this 2019, all these things have been happening, but we are just still there. We went that, and when he lost his job, he said he's not going to get a house. That by that time, after I would rent that house in Ikorodu, my mother left. Then I came back by January to go back to his house again in VI. So there, before he lost his job, my baby is 6 months already. So he now said that we are not going to look for a house again, that we have to go and be building the house in Ikorodu. After he lost his job, we have to move to his family house, which is in Sulere, his elder brother house. He said you have to use opportunity and go and be building the house in Ikorodu. No need of renting house, which the brothers agreed. Because after my mother left, we left the house in Ikorodu. So we started building, which I stayed with his brother, and I used to go to work again from Sulere, while he go to Ikorodu to go and be building the house. Mommy, we are building the house. That was how he also left me, his brother house. And then I'm pregnant for the second boy. I was his brother house in Sulere. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, he's not going to come back from Ikorodu to Sulere. He left me there. The brother will call him. He will say he's busy. The brother will say from Ikorodu to Sulere. He say but you cannot go and be coming back every day. He say he cannot go that straight. Then mommy, in that Ikorodu now, he's living with a lady they call Bukola. That one is a Yoruba one that said Amara. He left me and be staying with that lady. When he managed to come back after 3 weeks, I will be seeing when he's bathing, I will be seeing the lady calling him, seeing their chat, but I never confront. I keep quiet. Finally, I saved, let me not lie, I saved the girl number on my phone. A married man, the girl have to use where they are lying down naked on the bed, save as a WhatsApp status. When I was telling the brother everything, they did not believe me, but I have to carry the WhatsApp status of two of them being naked up, I don't know that, show to his brother. They called him to come back. JB, they are asking her about this Bukola. He said he don't know who's Bukola. The elder brother and the sister have to go to Ikorodu to go and warn the girl parents. The mother say yes, he's dating my son. Even my daughter even promised marriage. That he didn't know that he's married before, and he left me in Ikorodu. So that is how the brother they get angry. This my second baby now. Immediately I give birth, it's just 1 week. They say you are not going to go to that Ikorodu and come back. Thank God we already finished the house, but windows and everything, toilet is not done, it's not tight. They say you have to take me and be going to that Ikorodu. No need of going there and stay 2 weeks and 3 weeks. I left. When I went to Ikorodu, he's still in that house. He say shebi I decided to leave his brother house that everything dey comfortable to follow him to this Ikorodu. I'm going to suffer in this Ikorodu, and that is what he will leave me and be going to that Bukola. He's not even hiding it. Everybody will see him. People didn't even know who his wife is. Who they know in that Ikorodu was that Bukola. He was doing it. Mommy, I started, what I would do was early morning, I started baking. We managed to get a shop and outside the junction. I will wake up around 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. I will bake. When I finish baking, when the children are still sleeping, I will cook. I will now carry the thing inside bath and go to the shop and go and shade it in the show glass. That is how we are doing it.
you know I'm strong. Continue. Tell these people to take whatever they are not.
That is how we'll be doing it. I will be doing it. He's still flirting around with the Bukola. Even though when I call the family, he will say there is no job. Why will I follow him and come when he does not even have any job yet? The brother, they will be sending him some something to support him eating. But still, sometimes he will not even sleep in house. He will leave him with these two children. They are still small. The thing will be happening like that. If you know it, I don't know, the Bukola and the Ikwikwon quarreling, she will be threatening me on phone, but at the end, I don't know what ends their relationship. We move to Amanda. This one is Igbo lady. The Amanda own too. I will be in that shop, mommy. He will carry the Amanda. Once we have any small issues, he will carry the Amanda in the car and come to our own house, Bongo. We are staying inside that house together. Even to go toilet, we used to use pens and everything to go to toilet. We are there together until we started putting toilet and everything together. We are sleeping with the window open there because the brother say I have to be following him and go there. He cannot come. I'm not the one marrying wife for you. You are the one that married her, so you can't leave it in you leave her in our house. We are there, mommy in Ikorodu. The Amanda won't start. The same thing, we will carry the Amanda past the shop like this. I will be even see two of them. Amanda will come to the house. That one now has a plan of getting married to Amanda all in front of me. He just want to find a way to kick me out. But their relationship was just up and down. Even the girl was just still showing herself to me. They just want me to pack out of the house, which I did not pack. The thing was happen one day. This our son was not feeling well, the first one. He was not sleeping in the house. In the morning, he will just came back. In the evening time, when I'm coming back from the shop, he will drive the car and go. He will not sleep in there. He's not even dropping any feeding money. That was when I followed him in the car, going to where I just want to know where he's sleeping. Went to the compound. He came down on the car on home, opened the compound, enter. Immediately he enter, I just noticed that he goes straight to the house like see you even know that you want that rent the house from the girl. Two of them on the bed. I will just enter. You even know that I followed him. When I entered I saw two of them on the bed. I don't know. As I see the thing is going out of us, I enter. I say, "Oga, let's go back home. If he is not feeling well, we need to take him to the hospital." And I say, so this mad woman, how do you follow me? I say, I don't want to know. Just let's go home. You are not be sleeping in the house, and you are not be dropping feeding money. You don't know how the children are feeding, and you are here with this lady. Just let's go. He was started explaining to the lady who I am. You know her now, that my mind wife. The girl will not say anything. And I say, the seed you are sowing in my life, you will reap it. Shebi want to marry you, no problem. But please, let's go home. That is her. And I say, I should be going. I say, no, you have to follow me now. That is finally, you left the car here and follow me and come back here. You now came back that if the sickness is not even serious, that why did I follow him to go to the house? Me, I did not answer him after getting to the house. I didn't answer him. I don't also know what happened to him and Amanda. The relationship was so serious, mommy, but I don't know what break their relationship. What did my husband do, mommy? He was my tenant. Her name is Mommy Joy. He was not started. He's a married woman, but she have two kids. Her husband is in VA and working. So he used to come sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month because the salary was not okay. And this lady, I open my door for her. Even though when I cook, I know that this is not okay. I will share the food, and give to the lady. I don't have guests. If I go to his family house, I will pick guest clothes and come and give to the lady. She will stay in my house, maybe spend 10 before she even go to her room because they don't have any gen. They will eat in my house. The husband, the things are not okay. I don't know how my husband and the lady started dating. I don't even know. But one afternoon, I came back in the afternoon. The children, I dropped the children for school. Somebody want to bake cake. So I came back home to get baking pan. He was at home. I saw he's not, the house is open. Then I did not see him. I started looking and I said, let me go and check the one with him. I never even know whether there's something going on. I saw my husband's slippers covered with a rag. I started knocking on this lady door. She did not open door. I knocked, nobody opened the door. And they start to pick my children back. I said, why my children husband's slippers is there covered with a rag? I have to go back.
How do you know that the slippers is covered with the rag?
It's in front of the lady door. They use her rag. She used rag and put on top of my husband's slippers.
Something that they cover with rag. How did you have spiritual
I stand in front of there now. As I stand, I want to stand on the door. I step on top of something. I have to try to remove the thing. I found out that it's my husband's slippers.
You stop. When
I get to the door now. So me, I mistakenly step on top of the slippers. So when I want to remove the slippers, and I find out that it's my husband's slippers, I started knocking on her door. And I want to even take her to my shop because she said she wants to be learning how to bake, to be helping herself and frying pawpaw. I started knocking, nobody opened door. I didn't send anything. And we start to pick the children, and the customer is waiting for me. I went back to shop. In the evening time, I didn't ask this lady anything. It was my husband that in the night when we are sleeping. And I said, I came back.
Did you stay until the market?
He did not, because it's time to pick the children. Customer is waiting for me. I have to go back to shop. I didn't stay, and they did not open door. So I didn't even know whether he's there. I am not sure, but it's only the slippers I saw. So I cannot say what I did. So in the night, I told him that I came back in the afternoon. Yeah, both of us are sleeping. I came in the afternoon. So to pick a baking pan, I want to bake it for somebody. You are not in the our room. All this parlor door is open, and you are not there. So when I go to mommy joy, I saw she cover why your slippers is there and it's covered with rag. When I ask him this, he was, oh, how can you say something like it? Ah, we are not even fighting, we are talking. I say, why are you? I didn't even say, I said it's only your slippers. Why are you angry? Mommy shout in the morning. He went to go and tell the lady the thing that I did not even ask the lady, that she say she saw my slipper that was inside your house with you, this one. I said, ah, the lady started, she did not comfort me, but one of my younger brother was with me. She went to my brother to go and tell my brother that my husband told her that I saw her my slipper, and I say she's sleeping. I say, my brother did not, she did not ask me, and me, I did not even make all those kind of statements. Nobody hear my voice. I was, do you hear me asking my husband for? So forth was inside the house. And how come you now go and be asking mommy for this something? She started, she was not even talking to me. In that process, she was not talking to me. That was one night. Mommy, one night around 2 a.m. My husband already also angry. He threw me outside his room. He said I should not be sleeping inside the room. I was sleeping inside the children room. I don't even know what happened that night. I was just awake inside the children room. I saw him came outside from his room, lock the door, then go to the parlour. He did not lock the parlour door. So I wait for him because the door, whenever somebody open it, just like you must hear the sound. I wait, I did not like 20 30 minutes. I did not see him coming back. I said, ah, and I just come outside. I say, who opened this door? I went there before. I just, when I reached the parlour morning, I saw that our parlour door is open. The door is open. We did not close the door back. In that 2 a.m., look outside, I did not see him. I went to the gate, nobody passed the gate. I said, ah, where is this man? That is how I went. I did not knock. Oh. I stand in front of the gear door like this. I
In
did
the
not
same
knock.
woman house.
The same that lady. I did not knock. Oh. I just stand there like 30 minutes. He was tying white towel. He started coming out from the woman room.
2 a.m.
How, this is when he went out to the room, was 2 a.m. But all these things happened like 30 minutes to 3 is when he came out from the lady room. I stand like this, I didn't even knock. He came outside and I said, since you left the house, you say I accuse you of mommy joy. What are you doing mommy joy house? Close to 1 hour now. He did not say anything. He started beating me that and my brother was he beat me. All my eyes was like bruised like that. I can't even swell up all over. That it was around 5 a.m. I had to left. He could do to run to his brother's house to explain to them what happened, why my face is like this. They invite him. He said nothing happened, that the lady daughter, the daughter we are talking about that time is 9 years. By that 2019 it was 9 years. The daughter was crying that he now went to the lady husband is not around though. He went to go and find out why the girl is crying. That is what he told his brother. In there, his cousin brother also is staying with me. My own brother is staying with me. The brother say this matter is too much. They have to ask his brother. His name is Tony. They asked Tony, is this thing that is happening is true? That Tony and my brother now say it's true. And the thing have been happening since. But he cannot be the one to rule his uncle marriage. He refuse to say anything. My uncle have been doing it since. But now that he did this to my auntie, I have to say the truth. That's Tony, his brother. After the boy say it to mommy, when we return back to Broad, he threw the boy and my brother out of his house. That even though that anything happened to be true, he doesn't have any right to come and say the truth. You're supposed to keep quiet, support your brother. He threw that boy, he threw my brother out of the house, both of them. The brothers they know all those things. They sef also saying the boy is not supposed to, since you say you don't want you out of the house, then leave, go back to your own uncles. Shebi they are in Lagos here. He say the boy dey not leave the premises, he's going to arrest the boy. At the end, the uncle is also in Surulere. They now call the boy to come to their house, which all of them is also angry that the boy is not supposed to say that in front of me. He's not supposed to say the truth. So the boy now left. It's only 2 of us. So after that thing happened, the brothers, the father also came in this matter. He now said, me I already embarrassing with the boy Ikorodu, saying he's sleeping with the lady. He doesn't want the marriage anymore. He does not want me anymore. The father, they asked me to beg. I kneel down in the parlour with all the whole thing that happened, all the whole thing I saw, that I am sorry. He said before he will forgive me, I have to go back to Ikorodu, go and call some women on our street and call the lady husband and sit her down and say, please, I lie against you. I'm sorry. If not, he will not accept me back. Im father was there, all of them was shocked. I say yes, I will do it. As long I will go back to my marriage and say I will do it. That is how I followed him to go back to Ikorodu that night. When we go back,
You and him.
he's one that he drove me his own car for me to go back and do the begging before he will accept me back. And I said that to his father that I will do it.
Where is his father? In this
The
Lagos?
father is in the village, but they came because of that matter in Lagos here. The man came to Lagos because he does not want me anymore. The brother, they have to call the father to invite him. He begged on this matter. He said no, that he don't want me anymore. He will not accept me anymore. Unless the condition was for me to go and beg, call people on the street, say I was lying. Nothing like that happened. I did not see him at midnight. Nothing happened. I'm just accusing them for nothing and accept. Mommy, you drove me back for me to go and do that. The father is still waiting. We went back. In the evening time, I went to go and call the people he used his hand, the point hand, as I told them that my husband is cheating. I go and call them by myself. I called the should wait. I came to his room that already called those women. Oh yeah, come, let me go and meet the woman husband is there. I even let's go and meet two of them. Let me just apologize. He said, why would I go and call those people? Did I tell him first before going to go and call them? And she said, that is the reason why we came back from Sule. Let's go. And I said, why would I? He did not come outside. He refused to come out from the room. Those women waited until the women left before he finally come outside. Two of us now don't have to go and call the women again because they left. They stayed for a long time. For him to come outside from the room, problem. We have to go, two of us, to go and meet the lady and her husband. So, and me, what is like what he was expecting from me is not what I said. I told the lady that I need her and I say, if I lied against you, let me not see anything good in this end. Let me not see. But if I am not lying against you, let God judge you. But I'm sorry for everything that has happened. That's what I did. We went back to the room. Say that was not what he expected me to say. Why would I go and say something like that if I'm lying? I'm supposed to beg her that I'm sorry. Say the husband that was lying against me.
Was the husband there?
The husband was there.
The husband is from where?
He's Cotonou man. The lady is Ghanaian and the husband is Cotonou. So the husband was there because he did not pay a bride price. So he's still living with the lady without marrying her. So the husband was there. But already the husband already know everything that is happening. The husband, two of them was also having small issues. The husband was like, everything this lady have done for you. So much I will not come back. She will feed you. This is how you pay her back. Two of them still having issue. But I have to go. My husband said I already spoiled their marriage, but I have to go and beg. So he was not expecting me, mommy, to say, God judge you. He was not expecting me to say that. And I said, shebi I already beg her. I said, let her forgive me, and me I already forgive her. Let him leave all the judgment to God. He said that is not what he said. We went to, I don't know, the family did not call me again, but I think he's one that, I don't know, we report to them how apologize. But as that process, mommy, the father asked me to beg. He already went back to the lady that he told me the relationship before I married him, the one that say you are not the owner of my child. He started dating the lady again. So as his father was talking, he said the father that he cannot go back to me because he already make peace with that first lady, that he already live with me and live with the lady, see that the lady is better than me. This is after 5 years of marriage. That's when all this is happening. That he already stay with me, that lady is better than me, that he already settled with the lady, and the lady is coming back to Ikorodu and she says she cannot see me in Ikorodu. This is a lady that didn't even know that you have a land. We bought land together. I suffer with you even when we give you some money, even though you deny it. I let everything be, but I live with you. We build this house, buy this land, and this is how you will pay me back. You want to throw me out of the house because the lady is coming back. The lady says she cannot meet me inside that house. That was when I came back to the house. You now say he's giving me the following day, if I did not leave this house, that he will throw my property out of the house. And I said, then allow me to get somewhere to stay. Even your brother already promised to get me a house. They said I should look for a house. Then hold on, let them get me a house. Even the brother was asking me to go and look for a house because they begged him, he refused. So I started looking for the house. The following day, the girl supposed to come back that following day. That was how my husband, even before the girl come back, he already carry her from my dad to come and show her the house, show her her car. We go back to my shop. From where we rent shop now, we already moved to in front of my house. We already moved to that place. All provision, nothing I don say, full stop. He carry the lady, say this is going to be your shop, this is going to be the car you are
He
driving.
opened the shop for you.
That's yes, that was shop we am using since that that how many years now we are moved to Ikorodu. I'm using the shop even from the street before we move to the front of my house. We already arrange shop there that I'm staying. So you now show the girl that this the girl came visit oh, this is your shop, this is going to be your house. So at the end, this lady I'm telling you, I know her very well. I say how can you bring a lady into an our matrimonial if that night that day the girl came we almost fight. He lock me inside the room, the girl enter his room, two of them stay for hours. He now drive the girl and go back to Ajah where the girl is coming back from. Then already make arrangement for her to come back finally. That one is one that I say the girl cannot meet me inside the house, I have to park. The following day true he give me to park out of the house. That's how he use his hand enter inside my own room, mommy. He use all my bags, all my travel bag. He use rice bag, anything available nylon to enter my room by himself, pack all my property and throw them in front of the house. Everything was in front of the
Do you
house.
video it?
I did not, the phone you already damaged the phone. I did not everything. I did not leave that house.
Do you back up your phone with Google?
That time I did not back up. He he collect the phone from my hand. This one the children was even in front of them that he collect the phone from my hand, he throw it on the floor, match it. He put all the property aside. That was when the father asked me to go and report the matter to the police station. Mommy, that day he throw my property aside. It was the day too the girl came back. So when I report the matter, that night I slept outside that night in front of our house. I even have to bathe at the backyard of the house. He collect the children from my hand and the children will be with him. When I find where to stay, he will I will release the children. Call me for anything you want about the children. But this night you will not sleep outside. I sleep in front of the house. I think the children can still be in because I slept in front of the house that night. The following morning, that was when I
Do
now
you need water, Mr. Man?
that,
Okay.
the brothers they call him that night. Okay, allow her to sleep till the morning. Say no because he already put everything outside. With those loads, I slept outside. That was in the morning.
What about the children?
The children he took them inside the house with him. So he say whenever I found where to stay, I should come and take them. So that night I sleep outside there. In the morning I bathe around 5 a.m. Even somebody that is working the next compound because that place still not people are still working. The guy saw me naked when I'm bathing at the backyard. I have to go. The father say this is they are already beg. He refused to accept. I have to go to report this matter to police. That is when I went to report to the police. I said it before. The policeman called him. He came to police with that lady because that day she already arrived to the police station. The man now ask him, how long have you been in marriage? 5 years. Where is this lady? She went to give birth in that place. He did not even say they are quarreled again the way he explained to me before I married him. He said she want to go and give birth before you come back. Whether he say I charm him or do anything. And that was telling the policeman. The policeman say, this lady charm me. He say yes. And she never come back since that time. That is how you people separate. It was the girl was supporting the lie. Two of them are both like the man I said, hey, then since she came back now, what can you do? Do you have this land before? He said no. No. The lady say I was giving him money when he was building the house. He was also collecting money. We are seeing all those years. He too accept. The policeman now say, now you cannot throw this woman out of your house. You can go and rent her house. But since the house is even almost 3 bedroom flat, you want to keep the two wives, no problem. Keep her and also keep that one. You cannot just kick her out of the street like that. You have to, if you don't want us to arrest you, you have to go back and do the needful. That is how we go back. He called the boys that used to work with him to carry my property. As he's taking inside, he said, Shebi, you want to go back to this house. You will hear it. You will hear, you will be the one to pack your things. He started pack all my things, enter inside the room, inside the children room. He moved all their things into my own particular room. So two of all the load on my children room is joined together. Nowhere to even step our leg. You now give the girl my children room. Two of them are sleeping inside his own room every night. But now, all because of police asking to return all our property, my children room, I can't even offload it. I have to be stepping my leg. The girl already moved into the house. That is how we started staying inside the house. The brothers sometimes they will send me 5,000. He's not even bringing feeding money. All those who we are joined together now. The girl is there. He will not bring feeding money. The children, I used to use his car to drop the children for school. Now I don't have, the guy is even staying in the shop. I don't have any money. He will give me transport only to go and drop the children. He refused me to drive the car anymore. I will use drop the children at the bus stop. I will use my leg and come back. Time to go and pick them for.
Calm down.
You cannot drop money.
Calm down.
You can't drop.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Sorry. Take it easy.
Mommy, time to come and pick them for school. He only give me transport money that we use to enter bike to then to come back. But going, I will use my leg and go back. This is how I be going. For going to 3 weeks, him and that lady staying. If I'm cooking inside the kitchen, that lady will call him, will tell me to leave the kitchen, that the lady want to cook. The gas is full. I have to stay on the small one and leave the big gas. It's 4 set of gas and oven. I leave the small one. I will be using it while the girl will stay on the big gas and cook. I will just cook there and carry the things I cook inside my children, inside my own room, and stay with the children with even the load that we do not offload. Yeah, I be doing it. It's not still giving us feeding money o, but whenever I want to enter kitchen, you will ask me, the girl will follow me to the kitchen, tell him that she want to cook. The same time that girl want to cook, you will ask me to come outside from the kitchen. I will not answer him. I will still stay for that small space. For that 3 weeks, mommy, he's not bringing feeding money. Now it's time to pay the children's school fees. And still in that house, the lady is one selling market on my shop now.
Open the door, you need to say that they cause inflation. It's okay like that.
The girl is one selling market on the shop. She didn't know how the shop come o. She's staying in the shop. My husband have changed the house key. If I'm going out now, the girl will be the one to open door for me. Then whenever I'm coming back again, I will go and meet her in the shop. She will take her time, sell market or sit down anytime she's pleased her. She now come and open door for me to go back inside the house. He changed the key. I don't have access to the house anymore. If the girl did not open door for me, I will not come back. Even though time to pick the children, if I pick them again, whenever we enter the house, he will come. Me and children will stand and be waiting for her to come and open door for us. Whenever she's ready, she go and open door. If she open door,
It's Barrister Josiah. Let him come.
if I open the door, me and children will be inside the house, but this lady will lock us outside the parlour door and still carry the key and go back to shop.
How is that? Seriously.
Anytime we want to cook, if I manage, anytime the children are going to school, because not bringing feeding money for us, that snacks is what I will go and beg him. You ask me to go to the lady or my own shop, I have to go back and beg the lady to give me biscuits and the juice. I will put as snacks for them. They didn't even know how to cook the food, but that snacks and the juice, you ask me to go and meet the lady in the shop, I will go there, I will collect the juice. She will just take her time anytime she want. She will still give me the juice and the this thing to take put in the children lunch box. Mommy, this thing have been happen on the time to pay the children school fees, and I'm meeting to pay the school fees. He said the lady said the children school fees are too high. The lady that just came, this children school they have been going see that their school is high. As you already make friend with the man they call Idris. He's the owner of that street. The wife open small school. They just stay, and that our place have not developed so much soft life. So the woman put ordinary table and everything. She still building school at the back of her house. So he now say the new lady already make friend with this Idris now wife. She now told my husband that I have to remove my children from the school, those fair they are going, and put them in that school. That school fees is too much. And me he said that he wasn't even telling me that that's what the lady said. I said she said we should remove the children and come to school that I have not even registered. He said if I don't want to do it, mommy, as I'm waiting for him to pay the school fees, the children are not going to school again. That is why. And if they want to have sex, mommy, it's in front of me. Inside his room is not enough. In the parlor, immediately I drop the children. When I'm coming back, you see two of them naked in the parlor chair. This lady I'm calling, mommy, if you deny it, I will beg she because she have already begged me and apologize that it was one push her to do everything. Her daughter almost died. I borrowed 5,000 to say to her. This lady, if you want me to call her number is on my phone. I can call her now. Because she had begged, even when she was begging to ask me for forgiveness. That was when she make some video, just her brothers. You have to make the brother know that me and she have settled. She even have to the voice note, the ones I answer her, the ones she was telling me the things that happened, because she's one, she knows everything. She's staying in that Ikorodu, that first lady that you kick out of, the one that you came back home. You know, I'm talking the story now. I'm still coming the story for you. That lady now, this thing that I'm talking about, mommy, the lady, she will be the one drive the car, doing everything. So that school fees you couldn't pay. That's
Which one did you meet naked on the chair?
It's
The
the
one
one
that is staying there now?
it's
Or
not no
another
another one is staying now. You already kicked that one out. The one I met when I met him, the story I was telling you that the lady married
Hold
or
up.
date.
The one they took you and had to police station.
Yeah.
Is she the one there?
No, you already throw that one out. It's another
one.
different one now. So the thing I was telling you, as he couldn't pay the school fees, that is when I wake up one early morning. As I pick the children from school, I did not no clothes, nothing. Their children that were wearing school uniform, I carried them and came to school lady because he refused to pay school fees. When I came to his brother house, he's not going to pay school fees, he's not doing anything. The brother, the call, talk. The mother took him to Lagos for the matter, to settle the matter. They say no. But the mother delayed before she came, because before she came, the lady is already pregnant now for like 2 months or 3 months. When the mother, they went there with the sister and brother, all of them want to go and fight and throw the girl out. She's already pregnant. So they couldn't do anything. I stayed in his brother, their second son house. That was when I stayed with the children. Since no school fees, either they give me money to go pay the school fees back or anything, but I stayed in their house. That was when I now stayed. I never go back because police make I just stay in their brother house like months. They went to try to make this okay, but he's not accepting me, and the lady is already pregnant, so nothing they can do. The elder sister, the first son, come get me witness, and I was the one who came back and told me. So mommy, even when in the process the girl was there, one day I asked him, give me money to go and cook with the fish. So in the shop, I carry the hammer and go to that shop to go and break the shop. On the process of breaking that shop, that is where he use the hammer and break on my head. Blood. This thing, mommy, if
You
I
have
like,
the picture.
I'm telling you, I didn't left his house with anything, all the food, everything. This thing I'm telling you, mommy, if I like, go to the same street that is staying there and go and ask.
You don't have any picture?
I have any letter. I have the letter that the landlord wrote to him and the right breaking of the head. I have the picture of those things that time.
So how do you not have the picture? No one you have. You are saying everything. No one you have
Mommy,
picture. Even if
before
you
he
don't
break
have
my
picture on
head,
your phone, are you not
before
supposed to
he
spread
break
it?
on my head, he already sees food. I don't have any food with him. I don't have any food. There's one woman live in next street. You know the lady. She's the one that give me her small Nokia phone, just for me to communicate with their brother. Just Nokia phone, and no camera, nothing. I will just put my SIM card, because after you break the phone, you take in how many weeks. The girl already came before he throw my SIM card for me. So that lady was the one who give me all this one. I'm telling you, I don't have any phone to communicate. So he was now using that small Nokia phone. I even to see lady, I came with that Nokia phone, that woman Nokia phone. I did not have any phone. But the landlord association wrote letter to him when he break that head, because this Idris and the wife was one who cheats that thing for me, and they wrote him letter. He even write breaking of the head. The letter is with me. That is the only evidence I know that I left with. The landlord wrote for him and say they even invite all his family, but they don't want shame. They did not want to come because of the landlord was, how can you beat your wife, throw her out of the house, beg? They even beg him. The landlord on my street came to beg him. He refused to accept me back. The letter is in my bag. I didn't no phone with me. So when I left the house now, I'm staying in his brother house. Because the sister, they went to go and settle. The girl pregnant, they couldn't do anything. The sister now came back and said, I should move on. And the wound on my head, I should go and treat the head good, because so that the wound will not be showing. That is why I went to go and bath on my head since that year. And the things the hair. Since that time, I can't make hair. If I make hair, the headache is just there. So I stay in his brother house. Then I think last 2 years, December 2019, mommy, during December time.
Can you summarize?
Yes, around March. It's around May I left the house. Then by December time, the lady is almost how many months pregnant. He came to beg because it's the brother, no one is talking to him again. All of them, no one is communicating with him. all those months till that December time. He came to beg them that they should forgive him. They accept to forgive him, but the condition that he will chase that lady out of the house, which he accept. And the brother, they did not tell me, but one of his brother, he want to open house in the village. He asked me that I will be the one to help me to cook. That is the plan. They have to carry me to the village. I didn't know there's another plan of him coming to beg me. So the brother has already given him all the condition. He accept that it's just, so he plan will be there to leave the house, let him go home because he needs his brothers to make peace with me. We travel to the village. That's when I saw him on the village. One night, the father, early morning around 5 or 6 a.m., they called a meeting in the elder brother parlour. The meeting was for two of us, that everything that happened, he already, I should forgive him. He was, as the brother was talking, the father was talking, he was already telling them, you know, she have moved on. If she want to, you people should not force her. If you force her, there will be a problem. That's when the brother shout. Are we the one that's supposed to even beg him? This statement to make, is it what you are supposed to say? He should be the one begging. They now get angry and left it that if you want to apologize to your wife, beg. If not, you already, because what you are saying is not her, what you, why are you be saying that we should not beg her? That's how he started coming to his brother house. Where I stay was what the brother open house. He was not begging me. He's begging me, mom. He didn't know that I was inside. He was communicating with this lady that is pregnant and say, you should not worry. When he come back, you take her back. That he just want to use this opportunity and make sure that his brother they hate me because I'm the one that make him and the brothers quarrel. They don't even want to accept it. But I even comfort him with that call. Even one of the brother wife, I told her, I said, look at this person that is begging me. Look at what the conversation he was having with the girl. The girl herself didn't even know that I came to the village. It's one of their own family member told the girl information that I'm in the village and they are seeing two of us walking around. Then they asked me for forgiveness. They did not go to my family.
What is that same message?
They did not go to my family. So after all these things that he did to me, they did not even say, oh, they let the father go to the family member to go and beg. They beg him on their family there. And that's all of them try to make sure that I accept the apology without even going to my family house. The thing that January, and I say, okay, I accept, I forgive, but now we have to do wedding and court wedding. That was the only condition because the pleading of everybody was much. And I said, fine, we have to do court wedding and the church wedding. Then I will. You now accept. The brother say, the other one say, there's nothing there now. Just go and do small wedding and do this thing. He accept. Do you know why? I don't know what happened. On February, that COVID-19, he came and carried the children. Even as he apologized, I said, okay, problem, do court wedding and church wedding. They carried the children to go holiday. Even they spent 2 weeks that I even have to go there by myself to go and bring them back. That is when I found out where he rent house for that lady. The lady stayed there for the house, rent a place for her. It's not even far from
The first
house.
one or the second one?
The first one.
The first one.
He was dating before me. That also came back again.
He
So,
rented apartment for that one.
her. That, by
Then
that
you
time,
now came back. And he brought another girl.
That was, he did not bring another girl when I came back that time. They carried the children. I didn't even go back to stay. They carried the children 2 weeks. Then I went there to go and see, pick the children. But just giving excuse that COVID-19 no road. I said I have to go and carry them by myself. Going there, that COVID-19, another holiday entered. There's no movement for us to come back. It was try to.
So at the end of the day, what happened? So that I can ask him questions.
So what happened at the end of it?
Just summarize what is the major.
The end of it is that he was asking me to leave my job and follow him back to Sulele. And I said, you do not do the wedding and the court wedding, we agree. So I cannot follow you back to Sulele. That was when the brother get angry that I should go to Sulele, we stay there and do the wedding. I said, I will not go. He said, I have to choose between the wedding, marriage and the work. And I said, I choose my job. That was when everybody turned their back. Even when this should happen, they want me to stay in the village. Whenever he sends to come back, he come and take me. I did not even accept because I rent house. Somebody I know helped me get a job in India because I worked with them before. And I rent house. The brother support me. The company also support me. That's how I move out of the house. But since that time money, he's not be bringing feeding money. He's not paying school fees. He's just like that. And he already threw that lady out. Bring another lady that is even pregnant now to give birth. And as if you are driving car, you are doing, he cannot even answer. He can't call to hear from the children. He will not pay. If I send his school fees, he will reverse the school fees back to me again. He will not pay. That is the reason why I came here. It's for him, not for marriage anymore. Because if we are moving, the girl already give birth. My tenant, which is mommy joy, the Cotonou woman, Ghana one, have already give birth.
For him again.
But she's still having issue with the husband. He already left my compound now, but he's still having issue with the husband. If the lady left, if he say yeah, it's now he tell him to go and do DNA on that child, there's nothing to lie against him. That lady too that came back already give birth. That one that he married before me, mommy, that he throw out now give birth to a baby girl. He also rent house. I don't know whether he's feeding them. Then now it's another different lady that is staying with now, that is even pregnant.
But did both of you marry?
Tradition, we marry. We do tradition wedding.
Did you marry other ones? Did you pay dowry of the other ones?
It's after that, after that 5 years we having issue. That was when the family now said that when that girl is pregnant, that baby she lost, that they went to the family to go and do something. But him say he did not pay because they say a pregnant, they cannot pay bride price of a pregnant woman. He was saying it even in front of his brother. He said he did not marry the lady. But the brothers and the father still insist that they pay something on the girl head.
So when did you leave the place?
It was not 2019. That was when I left his house. And since that time I never go back.
2019.
Yes.
So you have moved on.
I move. Mom, you already moved on. Let him just take care of the children.
You've returned his dowry.
I never returned, mommy. I never returned.
Where
That
are
one
you
is
from?
simple because I'm in Imo State. It's a simple. My family now they're even waiting for me because I already told them that he's married to that lady. The one that is his house too. I don't know whether they have already gone because last time we have conversation about the school, he's sending me a message saying he's going to get married. I should stop disturbing her about children school fees. So I don't know about whether he's married. I don't know whether he's married, but for me, it's for me to go and even if I want to remarry, they will just take the bride price back. That one is the simple thing to do.
Yeah, but it's not proper you move on when you are still having somebody's dowry.
I am not married,
saying
mommy. Move on and we are not staying together. All I want is also you to be training children. I am not living in his house. I rent my own house. So we are not, I'm not married. I'm not living with a man. It's only me and my 2 kids. I live with.
What is marriage? I thought dowry is what they call marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
You mean since you left for 5, you've left since 2000, that is almost 5 years now.
Yes.
You mean no man have touched you?
Mommy, I cannot say that. I never say no bad touch me. But I am not engaged. I have a relationship.
So why can't you return the dowry?
My mommy, they are just waiting for me to travel. But I never traveled.
That is adultery.
So the travel I travel was.
You have somebody's dowry and you are still.
Mommy, I cannot come here.
Let's hear from you, Mr. General.
It's for me lying.
Hold on, let's hear from Solomon. Is it Solomon or Obina? Obina, tell us, respond to what she said. How many children you have now? Let's start from there first. Maybe you are another two-face.
I have two, actually, I have 2 children with him.
No, how many children you as Obina have in general?
3.
3. Total number.
3.
Who owns the child of the Ghanaian woman?
I don't know. A married woman living with her husband. Why would I go and ask? She's definitely taking from her husband.
Okay, just respond to what she said, all the allegation and everything.
Everything is lie because I'm just surprised. All this she has been saying.
Which one is lying? The breaking of her head?
Yeah, everything is lie.
They break. I hope we'll start from there. We'll start from and whatever you said, we can go and investigate it.
Go and investigate.
So which one is truth among what she said?
Happened? Okay, truth. She mixed truth and lie. Unless I start explaining my own.
Explain now, of course, that is so. They must give you time to explain.
Let me start from the beginning. The way she to start from.
Go ahead and give people.
I met her when I was living in India, working with her. That is about 9 years ago.
Can you speak up?
I was doing well. I'm a plumber by profession. I work with the PLC. I was doing well. I met her not up to
Christy, well done.
3 months.
I like your response.
We started talking of marriage. So by God's grace, that December of that year, we had our traditional marriage. In January, that same year, she had our first baby. The baby was just 6 months old. I lost my job. We now moved to my elder brother's house. So we spent 1.5 years there with him. While I was trying to put up a place in Ikorodu to secure the land where I bought from. So along the line, God so kind, I finished the house. After 1.5 years, I came to meet her. Even she was not even aware that we are moving. I just came and say, we are living here tomorrow.
Just like that.
Yes, we are moving to our house today. She
She
was
was
so happy
happy.
because she had been disturbing me that where she stays, she don't like it. And my brother wife is not making her feel free in the house. She can't eat what she wants to eat. She can't cook what she wants to cook. And she was happy. I waited to my elder to come out for work that evening. I explained to him. So, as you see, spend some time now, so I will take time and finish the house
They
very
say
well.
they can't hear you. Maybe you can speak up more.
So I should hold on small. So I will take time to finish the house very well. I told you that I will go, so let me stay down to do the house. I load early morning before they left. Okay.
Okay, I thought I said you should speak loud.
I'm speaking now.
You can speak more loud.
To be shouting, my voice is I
You
have
are,
cough.
that is why you need to raise up your voice. If you need water, you
So
give them money to go and buy you water.
we started living in Ikorodu as husband and wife. Issue used to come out sometimes, quarrel, girlfriend, do this, we have issue, we settle. Until e get to the point of she mention something of Amanda. Yes, that Amanda happen to be the girl I was dating. But she never for one day make me and that girl talk of bed. That girl had never come to our house before. The day I went to that girl's house to give her something, I was sitting on the chair. The girl was lying on the bed and two other children are in the house. She just came. And immediately she came, I opened the door. No anything. So all this matter happened as she started disturbing me. She now left Amanda, jumped to this guy. I said, Madam, are you crazy? Am I that stupid that I will keep solo to go and start sleeping with somebody's ex-wife? Yajo. So she keep on spreading my name in the whole community that Obina is sleeping with Yajo, Yajo is sleeping with my husband. I told her, Madam, if you continue with this thing, I will bring another woman into this house. You are giving me problem. You are not giving me peace in this house. This woman refused. If she walk from here to here, anybody should say, hello, you know, say, Obina dey sleep with Yajo. Madam, you know as you are insulting me, this woman, you are insulting me also. Because you are calling my name inside this thing. I don't have anything to do with this woman. I don't have anything. Mr. Iyajor, her husband is my friend. I brought them from Ikorodu, from VI down to Ikorodu. We work in the same company with me and her husband. So why would I now start sleeping with her? She already have two children, two kids for the man. So what is the problem? This woman refused. So one day, I was just like thinking what to do. So this lady she mentioned, informer, yes, she happened to be my ex-girlfriend before. She now called me and she called me and said, I said, how are you? She was crying. I said, what happened? She just lost her daddy. I said, I'm sorry, what happened? She explained. And I said, sorry, anytime they fix the beggar, let me know. She now asked me, what about your wife and your children? I said, my wife, she's there, sha. She said, what do you want me by she's there, sha? I said, no, it's there with her wahala. From there, that woman enter me. Start saying different things. Why would she be do like she don't know say husband no dey outside, that she have learn her lesson. Any man that she happen to catch now, that she cannot misbehave, dey all those kind of talk. I say don't worry, I will invite you to come and know my house. And I invited her. I know I made a mistake by doing that. She now came, she know me, she see the house, she left. As she tell me, this man started fighting in Nigerian side. The lady left. She didn't stop. She still continue what she was doing. I was okay. I will bring that lady to come and meet
What
me
is it
first.
that
Yes.
she was doing? What is it that she was doing?
As in, she's not giving me rest of mind in the house, castigating me up and down the whole
Did she
neighborhood.
meet your slippers in front of that woman house?
No,
She did not.
no,
Did she meet you when you tie towel come out from the
no.
woman's
That one
house?
is a lie. 100% lie. Bring Bible, let us swear. Me, I will swear. Yeah.
It's not Bible because it's like you people are using Bible for taking it for granted.
We tight away. Let me explain to you what happened that day. My neighbor Tony, we went to tears that night. So when we came back around 12:30, I entered the house. As I entered the house, I just put my shirt. I was wearing the trouser and boxer. I already opened the bottle. So let me lie down. While my phone was in the car. So let me rush out to collect my phone. As I open door, the parlour door, I didn't lock it. I just open it. Let me go to the car and collect the phone. I met Tony and this woman outside, this yard girl outside. I said, Tony, wetin you and yard girl dey do for here this early morning? Say they wan go car hunt for snail. Because where I'm staying is like a village. Say they want to
Who
go
is
for snail.
Tony? Is Tony the husband of the woman?
No, it's a
Another person
tenant here.
around 2 a.m.
Not two, it's at past 12.
12 midnight.
Yes, past 12. So I say, this kind night, before I even talk and finish, she don come outside. Start shouting. Iyanto, what are you doing with my husband naked? Na you crazy, naked. I'm wearing trouser, wearing boxer. I came to pick phone from it. Just not even up to 3 minutes, open door and take this thing. She came out immediately. All that I was sure when she was saying 1 hour and he saw me the towel. I was sure. So that was what happened that day.
And Tony was there.
Tony was there. Tony sit there, Ada. No be open now, we just come back, na be this. They told her. So all these things happen, so many things happen, man. But along all the things, all these things, because I cannot remember all. So my father,
Did you
that
actually drove her out of a shop? Because when she was talking, you are supposed to be jotting instead of you to forget what responding to what she's saying. Did you drive her out of her shop and put another
when
person there?
I locked the shop, yes, I locked the shop.
Mm.
When that lady came, she was right, I will not lie.
You
So,
brought the lady to the house
yes,
while your wife and your children are there.
yes,
And you now drove her out of the shop and brought the woman to that place.
yes. I told the lady to be opening the shop for me. But why I did that,
Mm.
the former place we were using before, like in two occasions, if I put money there, the money will go. So when I opened this shop in the house, she said she don't like here. She want to be selling at the bus stop. So the shop is not always open. She do snacks, and that house shop is a provision and food store. So when she makes snacks, she will take it outside and she will lock the shop. And I told the lady to be using the shop for now. But along everything, my family now disown me because of that my action. They were not talking to me. So I now called my twin brother to help me beg my family. My twin brother said, okay,
Is your twin brother married?
he's married, he's not in the country. So he now said, okay, he will call my other brother for me. So I should call my other brother so time. That one will give me this thing here and tell me what to do, which I called that one. That one now said, I should call my father. My father will listen to me. I called my father. My father now told me what to do. That I should come to the village December with a pork and hot
What for?
to for him to cleanse the word, the bad word he used he render on me.
Which is your father?
My father, yes,
Don't interrupt him. At
he's
least you are
late.
not his father.
He's late now.
So what can be Godwin?
So which I now did that December. I went. I apologized to him and he forgive me. And that's as he hold on like she was on her way coming to the
Is
village.
that phone on silent?
So when she came, the now said that she apologized. My father now hold meeting on us the other day. With their family meeting. All my father begged, my mother, my sister, everybody have been there. They now told me that I should go and meet her. She said she did not accept the apology. And that's I should go and meet her privately and continue that she will not just it will not be easy for her to just forget everything like that. So okay, I follow that to the book. I begged her like two occasions or 2 days like that. She now forgive me. So we started leave. My father now do some traditional something for the both of us to bring us back together. Not knowing that her mind has gone out. She didn't tell me. But my mind, I started living with her freely. The lady that was living with me, I went to rent house for her, said to her, I said, go. I've come back with my wife. I don't want any problem with you. So every weekend, she was living in Surulere. Weekend, I will drive from Ikorodu to Surulere, buy things, spend the weekend with them. Monday, I will come back to Ikorodu. So I've been doing like that the whole of January. Both of us have been living fine. Not knowing that the person I'm going to see, her mind is not with me anymore. She already have a man. Her mind is on. So I keep on doing that. Till that February ending to March, that lockdown now starts. I told her I can't come with you. And I carry the children to come and stay with me. The children spend 2 weeks with me. And I told her to come and stay with join me too. She now came. We were there till March, April. After Easter, when they now ease down the lockdown. So there was a day she was cooking and I take her phone and I saw her chat with men, different men. I didn't quarrel with her. So I now see a guy, Emeka. I collect the number and search him on Facebook. I saw him. I sent him friend request. The guy did not know me. He accepted me. So I used my twin brother picture as my DP. He accepted me. So we were chatting. So I now plan. She didn't know I planned it. She and the two they will now snap picture together on top of bed and posted it. Emeka now saw it. Emeka now went to start fighting her. So
Collecting, don't let this child face come on
Emeka now started
camera.
fighting her. She now called me on phone that how did I know Emeka? I say Emeka, he sent me friend request on Facebook.
So why do you do that?
Say Emeka.
Why do you do that?
Because I want the guy to know that she's married.
How? Are you treating her as a married person?
Yeah, we've reconciled but
Which you reconcile, but you rent apartment for someone outside.
I asked her to come back. Man, I'm still coming.
Go ahead, you
So,
keep coming.
When I now said Emeka, I explained to her face. Emeka now blocked me off. So I now told her, madam, please, I want you to come back to the house. We will spend 3 months now this year together happy. I promise you nothing will happen again. I will treat you as the best woman ever in the world. I beg that everything.
Best man.
Woman. I said I will treat her as the best woman.
No, you are to treat her like a best man, not a best woman. You are the one to make yourself a best man.
A best man to make her to treat her as a special person. I will not mishandle her anymore.
Okay, thank God you confessed that.
When I told her that one, she told me come back here, which married that have ended long time ago. Why is it that we talk go back and we talk also? And I said, so all this while, since January, you didn't tell me all these things. You just came and make me to start spending, collecting things from me, putting in your house.
Madam, turn your face here now.
You will come, you need this. You will call, you need, I will carry and give you. You need fan, I will carry and give you. You need, I will carry and give you. Not knowing that your mind have gone out. You should have told me that your mind has gone out. Let me know. So I'm not okay. I called my father. I told my father. I called our mother. I told the mother. The mother say, daughter don't talk. Nothing she go do. I said, okay. So I waited. After like 4 to 5 minutes again, and I called her again. I said, I'm calling you again for the last time. Let me know my fate in this marriage. Are you still in this marriage? Say, which marriage again? Why insulting me on the phone?
This woman said.
So, that was why I now made up my mind saying, she's no more. So I called my father. So you see, my father said, okay, there to the corner. They heard what she told them. My relatives are too called me that. Then to the corner. That she have moved on. The mutual should move. I said, okay. Then I will start looking for her. So Then if I try coming to see her, if I come to her house
I
to
will
see
not
her,
be allowed.
to see my children, she will
Yes.
not allow me have access to the children. I will, how can I spend 3 hours journey to this place and I will not see the children? I will go back again.
How? Should not let you talk to the children or how? What do
To
you mean
see,
by
I will go there. She will not be around. The children and the house girl will be around. I will call on the children. I will say, open the door, let the children come and see me. I'm not going
did
anywhere.
you tell her that you are coming? I'll call you back.
No,
I'm online.
no.
Okay?
Sometimes I will just happen to find myself around that neighborhood.
Did you call her that you are
I will
coming
now
there?
call her that I'm around you. I want to see the children. You say I should hold on till she come back to me.
You're supposed to have called her. That's how it should be now. What if the
Then yes, I will go back.
because if you are going like that without informing
Mostly it's
her,
weekend.
anybody could as well go there in the pretense to be your father come. That is
The
how. So
children know
anytime
me.
you both parents are, I mean, seeing children, you have to have it in a concrete way of how you see your
I
children so that
understand.
other people
But
will
in
not
this
take
case, the
advantage.
children knows me. The house girl live with me. So that nobody is a stranger there. So the house girl live with me. So why would I not come? Nothing. I want to say you should not release the children to me. I'm not a stranger to you.
Did your ex-girlfriend or your concubine, did she actually ask you to retrieve your children from the school they were going and you
No,
enroll them to another
no,
school?
no, no.
So how did the children move from the former school to another school
She
in
was the
Ekuru?
one that when she want to go to the Sulere. I told her I cannot afford Sulere life. She said she want to go and look for work. I said, let's stay and be managing. She said no. You move the children from the school and go to the Sulere and put them in school in Sulere.
How much were you paying in Ikorodu?
13,000,
How much is it in Surulere?
about 80 something thousand.
Hold on. How much was it paying in Ikorodu?
In Ikorodu, for my first son, because there is different school, those fare is 21,000. Then the
Ikorodu?
small one is 13,000. Yes, those fare is the name of the school. Then this two lady now, when I put them, because he did not even ask me to stay in the school. You know, I told you how I left the house. I picked them from school.
Which one? Don't take me to another too much story. How much were you paying? Are
The
you
school
paying
lady,
now?
that's Ikorodu. The big one was 21,000. Toast fare was the name of the school. The small one
Don't
is
give name now. Just
okay.
call how
Then
much.
13,000.
Why are you risking child children? Did I ask you of school?
Sorry.
21,000
Yes, for the
and
big one.
13,000.
Yes.
Were you paying for only one child before?
I was paying for the two, but the one for the
How can
toast
so
for
which
the
school
two,
is yes?
the one for the toast fare, the 23,000 you mentioned. I said that money is too much for me.
How?
That I cannot afford that money because of my nature of it. But along the line, and that's okay, I should be trying small, small. You can split the school fees 3 times. So I was like meeting up, paying it like that. So I was not the one that said she should change her school. She moved out of my house.
It's not mandatory. You cannot even do that kind of thing. You are lucky that you are alive to say you move out of your life. What she said now, everything she narrated, that you as a normal human being, as you are sitting, that I know you are not, you have a sharp, you have a normal brain, your brain is okay, you are not mad, you are not insane. You take somebody's daughter and put in your house. You started doing all these things. Don't you know that you actually took risk? You took risk, heavy risk, because she loved you. And some of you men and women, you don't understand that you take more risk when you are cheating or cohabit or maybe trying to put up some nonchalant attitude in a relationship. Your risk you are taking, you take more risk when the person, your partner, love you more, because the person is not everybody that can tolerate. Some people don't know how to manage their emotion. For her to be running, the reason why she stayed that long until she made up her mind and decided to move on is because your families are with her. Your family being with her let her feel as if she's with you, or giving her the hope that she will still be with you, because she was actually in love with you. It's only love that makes women or woman or she to have tolerated your excess to that level. No woman does that. No woman, including me. that is talking to you. You went too far. Yes, if you're having, there is misunderstanding can always come up in a relationship, but not to the level you went. She come from a family, and let her assume she's your sister, and she's married to a man like you, and she undergo all this trauma, bringing woman in. Not that you are dating women outside, and she got to know and leave. You disgrace yourself and disgrace her in the community where both of you are living, in the compound where both of you are living. That aside, let's forget about the suspicious one, the one you denied. What about the one you did not deny? I cannot, such, I've been seeing children here, but I think these children, these your children have seen that the most, when they say boys or man is beautiful, meaning the child is more beautiful, is no more handsome. That means the children are too, these children are cited there. You have one of the most beautiful children, these two boys. You did not stop there. You brought in a woman, which the person also don't have sense. Because going into somebody's matrimonial home, one, you must be ready. If the woman confronts you, either you have the ability to stand what she can do at that moment, because it's both risk. If the woman is not somebody that can take pain or be able to control her emotion, that is where stabbing will come out. That is where pouring of water and acid or hot water will come in. That is where all manners. What if something happened to her? Either you or the person you brought in. You don't underestimate anybody. Even if you are married to, how many girls, all these girls that are killing, I mean, buying men up and down, both in hotel and everything. Some of them are not even up to 25. Some are not up to 30. So it's not by age. So, however, if you are playing your life, you have to be very, very careful. Then you went as far as bringing your ex, that one you brought her to the house where your wife is staying. Mr. Obina, you went too far.
No, I admit that.
You went too far.
That was wrong.
And there is no perfect person. Let me tell you, the only way you sell your marriage out to man and woman, to have the ground to talk to you, to talk to your husband, to talk to your wife, when you begin to discuss your spouse outside, either to your ex. Woman, if you have a relationship before and you depart from that person, if you are having problem in your recent marriage, your ex is not the best person to discuss with, mostly when the person is not married. Some, if you are married and you discuss your issue, your challenges in marriage with your ex boyfriend, they would definitely in one way take advantage of you. You end up having an affair with the person. If you're a man and you are talking to your ex, bringing your marital issue, your wife is doing this, is doing that, you don't even know if the person is perfect where she is or where he is, and you took it before the person to discuss your wife or your husband, that is where the girl will want to enter you, because with pretense you have already tell her or insert the essence of your partner. So the person will take advantage of you and begin to practice opposite of that person, whereas that person might be worse than whom you are living with as a husband or wife. And another thing, emotional wound is something that you don't take back if it gets healed. As at that moment the person is wounded, if you are able to reconcile at that point, chances are always there. But if you allow the person to bear the wound until the wound gets healed, forget about it. Even if you and her come back, even if she did not meet a good person outside, for this person to have pinch love for you, it will be difficult. Because what will be reflecting in her mind is what you have done in the past. As at the time she was with you, she was blindfolded with love. And when you are maltreating a woman or a man that is in love with you, be careful how far you go with it. Because love expires when the trauma becomes too much. That is when the person confide in people outside. That is where the person sit down and analyze his or her life. That is when the person take his or her personal decision. And when personal decision is taken, it's difficult to retrieve back. So the period in which both of you are doing on and off, she'll be crying, she'll run to your family, run to your father, parents will beg you, your twin brother is begging you. If that is when you take decision and ask everybody to leave and reconcile with your wife and begin to treat her well, all these things wouldn't have happened. You are still young, she's very young, your children are still very young, and they need both of you to take care of them. Then the foundation you lay left and right here and there is not, it's just too improper. You say she's the one that jazz you, and she's the one begging you. Yes, please. And she's the one begging you. So who now judge you among the people? Is it not who come to your house and take over your house? You could not even remember you pay her dowry again. You could not remember you have children again. You could not remember you have a house that you built together with person, or you a wife that stays in the house. You could not even listen to your family anymore. Is it not who comes to you and scatter and all this thing that jars you? Is it normal? No normal man behave that way. No normal man or woman behave the way you did, and which is wrong. And don't forget, if you take care of your children, they are for you and you are to benefit tomorrow. If you don't take care of your children, time will come. You will retire back, and you are not to retire back to the children because you did not take care of them when they were small. So for whatever reason, if you're having issue with your wife or with your husband, don't bring it to the children. Take quality good of your children, care of your children, pay their school fees. But if the children are educated, it's for you. They are not bearing her name, neither her father's name. If she eventually marry tomorrow, of course your children will not bear her husband's name. It's still you. So the investment is for you and not for her or for any other person. So hence she said she has moved on. I don't always ask women to move on, but I could not. I try to hold my tears, no matter how people say me, when people feel maybe I'm hurt. I'm a very emotional person. I try to hold my tears for her to explain what she went through all through the years you stayed with her. It's just too wrong. Obina is bad. No woman will take that from you. Anybody that take that from you, run for your dear life. When everything you are doing in this life seems good to the person you are staying with, run away, because the person is planning you on a day to take you on away. You might not survive to see that day. If you are doing something to a man or a woman and the person keep you quiet, everything you are doing and you know you are not doing the right thing, and the person don't complain, run from such person. Run away from such man or that woman, because you will not end well. That person can never let you end well, because the person is calculating you, how he or she will deal with you, how whatever the person will buy you or do anything. Emotion is what people should not play with. Mostly when you are in a relationship of somebody that loves you, don't play with the person's emotion. It's very very risky, very very dangerous, because the person may take decision that he or she will still regret. Because when you imagine you love a woman, you you could not even bear only one phone call. You could not bear it. You started searching her phone. Then just imagine she that know who is this one. She will come and meet you. You are living with a woman. She will come and meet you in the house, come and attend to our children. She will come again. Opposite neighbor, she will see, and she still feel, despite that I want to go back to my house. And she still want to marry you with your essence. She still went again and go to go and apologize to the public, which me, I don't understand why she should go that far. She still went ahead and listened to your parents, went there to go and apologize to your woman friend and the neighbor, just to keep the marriage. You brought a woman to the house and started living in the same apartment with her, and she still bear it again. So what else again? Obina, can you tell me, among the ladies you have dated, and among the ladies that have children for you, can any of you, you that have dated all of them, can any of you manage you to take other women with you the way this woman have done with you? Can they? Because you are the one that date all of them. You know them better. Can these people have that patience to manage you the excess this woman went with you? If you did not
I
answer,
didn't marry any of them.
you know whether you marry any of them. Let me tell you the mistake that you made, which you may, if not that she have moved on, you are lying. I'm just saying, today you will not leave from this office. I will arrest you, detain you. Is it not lawyer sitting down? I will still charge you to court the next day, because some of you don't even know what you are doing. You don't know. Outside whatsoever, there are legal standards of things that you don't do to man or woman for whatever reason. She is just because she has moved on her own. That is why I just have my piece to advise you, so that you will not deal it with anybody again. One, so that you will not risk your life. Two, so that you will make yourself a responsible man and father to your children. Three, so that you will make your family to also have a good name. Because the lifestyle you live, no responsible family will be happy and to want to be recognized with you. I am happy that you confess that your family rejected you. You need to be rejected even by the whole community. It take integrity, it take discipline, it take diplomacy for a man or a woman to control his or her urge. You might not be doing it because of your partner, but yourself. First of all, value yourself first. When you value yourself, you want to be a decent man, you want to be a decent woman, and you know that you are not supposed to be exposing your nakedness to somebody that you are not in a bond relationship with, then you begin to know. If you realize that as many men or women you have sexual intercourse with, you are exchanging blood covenant with them and exchange spirits with them, that is when you should understand that you need to even control yourself the more. Sexual affair is a spiritual, it has spiritual attachment, but people don't know. So for whatever reason, I will advise you, if she has moved on and she's not ready to come back, when you choose another person, use her this to make mistake, because I know God will grant her another good person that will value her. It take good mind, it take submissiveness, it take a woman, it take a responsible woman to tolerate a man excess. It's not every woman. If you do some certain things, some will just tell them, get out, who are you? While you are there, they notice what they're doing. They are also flirting around. I've seen people that are married, where traditional marriage, where they call church wedding. Once they notice that man is cheating on them, they also started sleeping around. So both of you are just in relationship. Yes, so you are married, I'm married. Both of you be bearing married man and married woman, but they both are playing the game and they don't care. But if you have someone, you are doing something, she will cry to you, please, can you stop it? And she have to stop it. I have to tell your family and everything. Your family is going to, you calm down. You calm down. How many women will you sleep with? And if you can't control your urge, go to where you pay, and which is not good. At the end, it will not even have, you will not have a better life, both physical and spiritual. So the issue of the school fees and to take care of your children, that one is mandatory. They don't negotiate that one. They don't negotiate that at all. They are your children, and it is your full responsibility to take care of the kids. If what they are paying there, except you want to risk their life and go and put them in public school, the least school that you should have now is what they are. Any other thing is public school. So, and as young as you are, I don't know if not because you want to be the which person born much in the Bible, Solomon, abi? Or abi Solomon, eh? He said he want to be Solomon. And even when Solomon was having multiple children here and there, he was taking care of them. There is none that he abandoned. You get me? So you that is producing them, the law says it's your responsibility to take care of any child you bring forth to this planet Earth until they turn 18, that they can take care of themselves. So you cannot leave the responsibility to her.
I do not leave it for him.
And madam is the father of the children, and you don't have right to deny him access to the kids. The children can spend time with him, if on the ground that you will not be bringing women to the house and be doing all manners of things in that parlor that will expose the children to early sex. Because the way you are living, that one thing is for you to take the children, another thing is for girlfriend to be dead and both of you will be romancing yourself in presence of the children, which is not so good. Because we are seeing so many little children, all these minor 10 years, 9 years and all that. Once they are being exposed, that is another problem in the society. So we will not want that. If you
I'm
want,
also scared of that. Them living with her.
house help is there.
House she has gone.
To where?
I don't know, back in the village.
Who brought the house
younger
help?
brother is from their side.
Yeah,
Let's say something.
say something.
This house girl now is talking about.
If your husband is still there, you like too much.
No.
If your husband is still
Explain
there,
something about that house girl.
what do you want to explain? He's sleeping with the girl.
Yes. The girl
Now-
accused you.
God Almighty will
Sleeping
not
with
forgive you.
mommy. Now what I want to
God
say.
Almighty will not
Okay,
forgive
hold
you.
on.
This
God
is
Almighty
this
will
they are
not
saying.
forgive. Hold on. Nature accuse you or not?
Accuse me.
Should be nature accuse you.
Accuse me.
No, I ask you. No,
Where?
put
How?
about mommy here. No,
Me and nature.
No.
from
Madam, come.
from the house. The quarrel like this happen in the family or not?
Nothing of such happened.
But the house help was living with you.
The house girl.
When did she leave?
It was let me say last year.
Last
Because
year.
she was traveling to Christmas. She wanted to travel. And I told her I don't have transport for her to go and come back. She still insists that she wants to travel. I said, if you go, you will not come back. She was thinking I'm joking. She traveled. I'm coming back. I said, I can't pay your bill to come back because I have to pay school fees on that January. So that is how I stopped her from coming back.
So how do you take care of the kids now? You lock them outside or what?
No. They used to go to her brother now. Her elder brother to her wife. They are divorced. So the baby went out. 3-bedroom flat close to my street too. So whenever
Why are they divorcing all of you up and down?
even
Wetin
in twins
Your elder
brother
brother
that
also,
outside
eh?
country, his
I
twins
don't know.
brother
They
that
don't
outside
want
country
to stay.
also left him
I
wife
love
with 3
outside
children
life.
to another woman in outside country US. His own twins Congo. The brother and the wife is what I'm explaining, they are divorced. So the girl rent a 3-bedroom flat. My one is just a room self-con. So whenever they are on holiday, she have maids she pay for. I used to take them there whenever it's maybe Saturday I'm going to work on holiday. But my younger brother and my elder sister's son too is learning fashion designing in my house. So my elder sister and my younger sister, he knows she paid for that. So he also used to help me. He's staying with me now. He came home since
Your
last-
younger sister.
my elder sister's son. The boy is
Okay, the
here.
one that is with these children
Yes.
outside. Okay, he stays with you.
Ehen.
Yeah. You can't. That this person is above 18. No? I hope you see the guy.
20 years. You know him. He
Eh?
stayed with me before.
So she cannot be this. She can't lose her sense to be bringing man to where her elder sister's son, 20 something years boy will be staying. That is a disgrace in their family. And you may not believe, because if you are living such life, you hardly believe somebody living
Before the children,
a
I have
decent
not
life.
bring any man into my house. It's family
Did she
days.
deny?
The kids are here.
Do you know why I like this woman? I love you, because you did not deny. I asked her if it's some other women, they say I did not, but she did not deny. Say, how can I wait for you when I have moved on? She not wait for you that she have a fiancé. That
They
shows
don't
that
have parents to know me.
you say you have a serious relationship.
No, I don't have any relationship.
What do you say? Just
I dated somebody, asked me, did I sleep with somebody? And yes, I sleep with somebody, but no serious relationship. And now I don't have any relationship, not even any man. I just
Okay.
like that. That is
Okay.
how I decided, because the person I dated that time, it was not, he's married. So he married like it happened like a mistake. So when I
you that is accusing people sleeping with the husband,
Mommy,
you now went and
I did
sleep
not
with her
leave
husband.
my
That's why they will
house.
end up, the all
Mommy.
of them.
to go
That's
marry
what they
and
will
you.
end
I did
up.
not
Don't
left.
interrupt her,
Mommy,
leave
I
her.
did not left my
You
husband
end
house
where?
because another
You end
woman.
where?
I
You
did
know,
not let
if you don't start waiting the day for have your wife in your house,
I did
go
not
sit
let
down.
my husband have because of another woman came into it because of he was not paying the school fees. Even as I was living with the lady, she's in my shop and I was still in the house. If even paying the bills, I will live in that house with that lady. I will live there with him and with the two wives. As long as he's capable of taking care, paying the school fees and taking care of the children, mommy, I will stay there.
Ha, again, my Shaya, a good woman.
So I give my
If
life. I
people
just
say
decide that I
that
don't
one
want
make you good,
any
you are a
relationship
good woman.
because I
Because
want
me,
to
I'm not good
focus
rich like that.
and maybe my own my husband will meet me, but I just have to focus.
Eh? Can you imagine? Even if you are a past,
I
even
accept close to 1 month, me and the lady was here, and I was even begging her for what we eat, me and my children, like the snacks the children will take to school. The lady stay with me for 1 month. If you pay school fees, I will not even leave the house. Where we will not be here.
Lizzie, I never change this thing. Abeg, leave me with you. Mr. Obina,
Yeah.
anything that happen, is your fault. Yeah, you go bear am like that.
I don't
But
bear
not
am already.
there's not
I don't bear the thing already.
mhm. There's nothing there is nothing stop both of you from coming back. Do you
You
hear
can't
me?
come back again. Why I say so?
Eh,
Yeah, I told you before, I cannot marry through.
eh.
I can marry one at a time.
But
If you go,
you can go
if you
with other
go, I
women.
can marry another one. That was why I told you.
You
As
go,
she go, I've taken another one. So I cannot send that one away. So,
but take care of that one. I don't want to see your
yes,
complaint
but
here
I'm doing
again.
my best, and that one has not been complaining. She's fine with me. The little I am, the little I can afford. She's good. She's okay with it. She's having had high expectation. And me, I cannot meet up to her expectation. So she has
Are
gone
you
to
Yoruba or Igbo?
me.
Why are you speaking English as if you are Yoruba? They born you here.
Of my cough. They
Eh?
born me in Lagos.
They born you in Lagos.
Yes.
You understand? It sound like Yoruba, and I'm just hearing that they went to the east and keep wondering why. I understand now.
Mm.
Okay, so please, for the issue of the children, you will take care. That one is mandatory. You don't need
I
to.
thought that is what the thing we want to even discuss about.
Yes,
All these group 3, 5 years matter, 9 years. So the thing is going to
at
so
least
I'm
she
still
earn her
going
mind.
far. They expect us to come and start talking all these things.
At least
For like, she have left my house now, close to 4 years now, 5 years. So we now start talking matter like about 9 years ago. All this thing.
a person
So,
can talk even matter that happened when you were 3 years.
let's talk about the children because the children,
So why do you refuse to pay their school
I'm
fees?
really happy that she brought this matter here because I've been looking for way to go to take her to human rights too because I miss my children. She don't give me access to them.
No, she have you have right to need access to your children. That one for
So
sure.
the reason why I stopped
Mm.
paying money, sometime last year, we had a meeting with my family, my elder brother called conference call with her concerning the school fees and the feeding allowance. I told them that this is the reason why I stopped, that you don't allow me
Access.
to have access to the children. But now, since they've talked to her, I will start giving her on one condition if she will allow me have access to it. She said yes. And I told them that if she stop, anything she did not allow me, I will stop giving her money. So that first month, we agreed on a certain amount I will give her. That month, I gave her the money. The other month, before the month end, my mom is sick. But my daddy is late. My mom is sick, so I have to travel to the place to stay
Your
with him.
good father.
You know, he died
Imagine.
2 years ago. So I have to
Sorry.
travel down to the village to stay with my mom. So me, I'm a plumber, I don't earn salary, I work as I see. So while I was with that,
Are you the
I told
last born?
so, but I'm for now in Nigeria now because the last one is not in Nigeria.
So you as you go to the village to go and stay, your people that send you as a family man,
Yes.
you are married, you have children, or you are not married, you have children.
Then
Before they send you to the village to go and stay with your grandma, they don't know that you have responsibility to take care of. That they
no,
are supposed to send the money and you have to pay your children school fees. Your person who born you is already a grown or a old woman. And if they send you to go and stay and you people cannot afford to give her a quality good nanny that will take care of her, you will not leave your wife and children. You refuse to pay their school fees because you are staying with your mom that spend like a quality life.
it's not
So
even
that is not good.
it's not even I pay the school fees. The term have not ended yet. It's the feeding support. I now sent that message that I will not be able to send her this money at the end of this month. That she should please give me time. That I just came back from travel. This woman, she did not answer me. The follow-up week happened to be when the children will go on vacation. And after I said, since the school have, you should have gone for vacation. Let me come and pick them to come and spend the holiday with me. This man said, come and pick me. The children, they are not going anywhere. Me that cannot send her money for food. Now I want to come and carry children. So before she will give the children, I have to pay her that money I did not pay her. I said, money to if I did not give you money, I will not have my children. So when insulting me on the phone, I should get away from my phone together and say, I should get from your phone. Don't worry, I will go. But I promise you, you will come and look for me in my own phone. Which I come. That was
Which
when
is not good. If both of you are having issue, just like I told you, the law will not take that excuse from you that you're having issue with them, with her. Then for that reason, you deny the children their own rights. That one is the children right, not you and her. If you're having issue with her, have issue with her. If she insults you, if you want to insult her, insult her. But the children rights must not be deprived of. That is it.
right now I'm ready to
How
resume
much did you people agreed before
20,000
for
for the
feeding?
feeding support.
Okay.
School fees, 20,000 for the school fees.
But I thought they say one of the children is 20 something, the other one is don't interrupt you.
I told them that in Ikorodu, I cannot afford that amount. In Ikorodu, the school in Ikorodu is 13,000.
It's
That is
paid for
the
one person.
for
You
one
can't
person 13,000.
yes.
Now I can try to make the money 20,000 when she bring out the school fees of Sulere. I say I cannot afford that money. I can afford 20,000. She will complete the remaining or so that is 20,000 each. Then she will complete the remaining. She agreed and that's what is fine.
What is it for?
The woman that came to complain
Was it yesterday?
yes.
Okay.
So we now agreed. So
So, madam, what is if you people have agreed? So what is the issue
It's
again?
not, I got that month last year, March. The brother made I sent message to the brother that I'm going to report this thing to welfare. And your brother is not all these years and nobody.
No, did you people agreed on
I want to explain to
40,000?
you, not
No, just I
40,000.
want to say
Mom, it's
yes
not
or no.
40,000. The school fees that month, they calculate it to the board, everything was 80,000. He used his hand to divide into two. Then feeding money, he said he will be bringing 20,000 naira every month. Then transportation, I also calculate transportation because one man used to come and pick them, one elderly man, and bring them. I said it's every in a
What
week.
are you doing that you are not taking your children to school? What are you doing?
What am I? The distance
Yes.
is very far from
Then
me.
why didn't you bring them close to where
It's
you can
all my
listen?
street is almost this school. The one I wanted to put them is his brother children's school, and their school fees is higher than this one.
Mm-hmm.
So even when I join transportation, they see high. I used to even drop them, but picking them I'm at work.
So if they pick them, who
Eh,
stays with them in the house?
if they pick them, they used to drop them for that brother place. So on my
His
way
own
coming
brother's
back,
house.
but now this boy used to came back immediately. He used to go to shop, then bring them back. So all
not
of
my
them come
brother's
back.
house.
It's his brother wife,
Okay.
the one that divorced his brother,
My brother ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
Not my brother's wife.
the ex-wife.
Mm.
So she stay in the
Or
next
your
street and she
friend.
have has
Their
them.
partner.
Their friend now. Do you? Is that a bad? You don't have
Let us
friends.
say our friend, not calling my brother, my brother. Say your friend's house.
Don't interrupt. Stop that, Jare. Behave like an adult you are, because even if you are behaving like small pikin on the street, you cannot behave like that here. What is wrong? Is it not your brother wife? They are divorced. Were they not married? Say call them your friend. Call her your friend. You are
So they
interrupting her
have a
from.
house girl she used to pay. So they will stay here on my way coming back from work. I pick them before my brother came. So since that last year he came now, we used to be the one to pick them and drop them. But they never use leg and go
The
to school.
Ikorodu, you can't compare. Listen, you cannot compare Ikorodu to Surulere, and they cannot take the children from Surulere to come and dump in Ikorodu while their mother is not with them. That you should have it with your understanding. You are married, you are with your wife, and the children, they cannot take the children from their mother, and you cannot compare Surulere to Ikorodu, and they can't move the Yes, they can't move the children from Sulere to come and dump in Ikorodu because of the school fees you want to pay.
For that, that's why I say if she cannot afford the school fees, let her look for government school where I can afford.
Which government school? How can you put them in the government school for what?
This she say the school fees is too much for her. Me, I cannot afford that amount of money.
You that is not it. What you need to do is you people need to balance it up. You
That
it's
is
not
why.
mandatory that you pay all the school fees.
That's
She
why.
can support, but you can't give her the lion's share.
So when my brother did that, we agreed. Now she's saying she did not agree with it.
It's not what I said. The brother said it on that March. He paid on the March. April, May, June.
They
He
born
not
children when you no fit afford to train.
only that all these years is only that March he bring that half of the school fees, which is he pay 40, that I will pay 40. Then the money he only pay that 20,000. May, April, May, June, July. He did not bring, and he sent me message that he's having. He even say whether he travel. He even say not that he having financial than that he cannot send the money, which is 3 months. The children now, children is the message is on my phone. The holiday now.
How many months did you pay?
June, and it's March we have the call.
It's June. I give you that money. I came
It's
July.
March.
I came July to take them for birthday, which I bought things for
Bring
them.
on and take it.
Did you
I
bring
bought
money
things.
that
I
time? He
did,
did
but I
not bring
bought
it now.
things.
It was March your
I
brother
bought
made the
things
call.
that day.
March, April,
I'm
May,
paying for
June, July is when you now started asking for holiday.
We don't need all that argument. One, the children's school fees now per term is
They are
how
in
much?
primary school now. It's 35,000. The paper is with me. Primary, two of them is primary. This one is primary. This is basic 3.
They left you were in nursery school before.
Ikorodu, but now since they are still in the same school since I came to school, but now they enter to primary class.
Are you aware that your kids are in primary school? And the higher they are going in education, the higher the money. Are you aware of that? So your agreement there cannot stand because they're already in primary school and they are going to secondary school. So two of them is what?
Two of them.
Mm.
The last I paid last time was 77,000, both including everything.
That is for starting now. What
No.
did they pay per term?
The paper is me. I pay 35 only. School lesson is there. All the whole PTA meeting, every other thing.
I mean, you cannot impose
I don't
something that
even
you
pay. Even
cannot
school
afford
party,
now.
I don't used to pay.
Hold on. You cannot if you, for instance, your husband is earning 20,000 as a salary in a month, and you now went and put children in a school where you pay 35 or 40,000 in a month. How did you manage it? Such cannot be managed. For sure, he must pay school fees of children and pay for their school feeding and whatever. But you cannot place them on above his income.
That's what I'm saying. Only school fees.
Even if it's only children that you don't even have any other children, he can only, and he don't have, he's not working, he don't have a stable work. Did he have a shop?
It's a problem material.
Yeah, he said.
And they also do.
I thought you say you're a plumber.
I'm a
Yes.
plumber.
You don't sell plumbing materials.
It's my office where I use as office. I just have few little things there.
Tell your people to send the baby. Leave women matter. Leave all this hole you are
My
looking
people
for.
don't
Go
want
and
to support me.
establish.
They want to take me out. As it is now, where is talking, my one leg is in this country, one is outside.
No matter how your leg is in country or whatsoever, remember you have the children
I
here.
remember,
Let
definitely.
one of your leg or two of your leg and your head, all of them, let them be there. But remember you have children and you
Yeah,
take care
don't
of
forget
them.
my children.
But don't even go there and start that. If you go there now like this, now you go enter your head if you try with white person there. So you have to be responsible first for Nigeria.
Access to that. If I go out, I can be calling, reaching them freely.
One, you would be responsible for the children's school fees. Two, you have to feed them. And remember the children wear clothes. But as it stand now, thank God you are going there. May God prosper you there so that you have enough to send for your children. That one you are saying what is 100, what they are talking $100 have covered everything.
Yes,
$100 have covered everything. So can you be there and you say you can't afford $100 in a month? So your family also should assist you now that they want to take you out. So that is what you should do. So please, for the sake of the children, you have to balance it up. You that bring the bill, the woman that live in 3 bedroom apartment, maybe she have enough establishment or enough cash. Don't compare the children to that, and don't compare her ex-husband to the father of your children. Everybody have their way where their income is coming from. Whatever you are presenting before, let it be reasonable. Remember that you don't have steady income, it's a plumber and they need to call in for job. It's not a contractor. Is it a contractor?
Yes, he do borehole for people. Even today that he's still making call. Yeah, he do borehole
Is
for
that
people.
contract?
I
Is that a
don't know.
contract? You don't know what they call contract.
I thought that contract is when he has a contract of doing borehole. Is that not the same thing for contract?
Okay, it's a contract, but this one is not a contract of whatsoever. However, if you like, you want to travel to moon, you have to settle your score. You get me? So the total now is how much?
Two of them only school fees 70,000.
Only school fees 70,000. Then feeding. Okay, Miss Obina will ask you because we don't want you to do anything under tension or pressure. Eh? Be reasonable because they are your children. And be fair enough because children also wish you good when your spirit and you are truthful to yourself. They are your blood. It's like you are denying yourself the right thing or the good quality thing in your life. From this world they have entered because you know they cannot be that pay such amount again because they've entered primary school. And know that when they enter secondary school, it will be still more expensive than primary and nursery school. So how much do you think reasonable? Because I say don't give a lion share. You are the man and you must act like the man you are so that you will balance the equation. Let your children be in school because your brother is taking you there tomorrow. I believe when you establish yourself, she can't deny you not to take your children there. You also take your children there for a better and quality life. So you can see that is 70 and 20, that is 90. So what is the balance of you think will be convenient for things to be shared, I mean to be managed so that your kids will be in a better school for your future and their own future? I know things are not really okay, but God will still assist.
See, go back to where I am. I don't want to say any problem that you tell me this one, my wife, they say you did not send your money again. I will still be giving her that 40,000 or 20,000 every month. But as a handwork man, I am
40,000 and 20,000.
20 for the feeding support,
Mm-hmm.
40 for the instead of 70, say 70,000 for the both of them. So I say 40,000, I will pay 40,000, she will pay 30.
The lesson is not including that money.
Madam,
This
don't
school fees.
interrupt me. I did not send you go board these children.
30, she will pay the 30 something. But as a
I'm
handwork
coming.
man,
Yeah.
as a handwork man I am, money can come to my hand anytime. I can buy things, come say drop and go.
Okay, hold on. The money you write before 40,000 for
Yes,
school,
yes.
then 20
For every month for
for
feeding
that
support,
is 60,000.
60,000.
Okay, I thought you said 20,000 for school and 20,000
No,
for school.
no, 60 total.
Okay, 60 in total.
Yes, that was what I gave her before.
Okay, so what are you now saying?
It's only school when every month is 20,000. That is everything. So it's when school fees came. That is when you will not be dividing. After I ask me all the money, go the lesson. You will not divide the money into. It's not 60
Your
wey
children
dey
must
for
not go for lesson.
school lesson. It's
I
not.
say the children must not go for lesson.
It's not
Is it
lesson.
mandatory? Is it mandatory?
It's school lesson. They are adding
School
it
lesson.
mandatory. Yes.
Not extra.
Not extra. Extra. I'm the
Okay.
one paying that one.
And that's
sef.
what I
Like
thought
the
is extra
But
lesson.
extra used to make them close by 5 or 4. Normal school lesson is mandatory. So
Oh,
I'm
I
even
thought you said
paying for
extra
no
lesson.
extra lesson is even more. I'm
After
paying
school
that
hour,
one. I didn't even
after school
hold
hour, we will
it.
not do lesson. After lesson, we will not do extra lesson
Lesson.
again.
That one is one. That one I'm picking them up.
The
They
one
used to
of
stay
extra
5
lesson.
o'clock.
Eh?
That one I'm paying is private lesson. That one used to not make them to stay until I close work to pick
School
them up.
lesson is different
Eh.
and whatever. But this is how what you will do. They are your children also. The children belongs to both of you. Do you get me? Because we cannot ask you, give him the children to stay with you and let him be training the children because they are still very tender. But you that enroll him there, if this thing is 70,000 and he's paying 60,000 and all that, and you know that he don't have a steady income, and somebody that is any salary is any 200,000, at the end of the month it depends how much out of his salary and all that. He's a hard work person that today he can find work excessive. To same today, he might not have work. So any other additional thing that you are adding, you have to bear that this. That is how people are going to share
He's
it.
not giving 60,000 every month, mommy.
That is what he said.
No,
20,000
20,000,
every
only
month.
20 every month.
Per
So
term for the school
school
fees.
fees now
School fees
is
every
when
month.
school fees come. That's when you now divide
School fees
it
is
to
not every month. na
feeding
school
money
fees per
is
term.
that 20 every month. So now school resume now. That is when he will now bring half of the school fees. But 20,000 every month is what he's bringing.
Okay, that means the school now is
Per
70,000.
term.
The school fees is 70,000
For
Yes.
per time. So it's
per
only that
term,
time he will bring
and
out
that is the one he pay 40,000
uh,
minus 30. That is remaining 30,000.
yes, that one I'm
Then
paying it. Then
Oh,
feeding money bringing only 20,000 every month.
Obina, it's not easy to feed children. I hope you know. And you know 20,000 cannot feed children for a month. If you really want to feed children,
I understand.
what you do, hold on please, because I need to attend to other people. What you do, that what is it called? Either you make that school fees support 50,000, or you make the feeding 30,000. That's how it's going to be. So that if you talk of what children take to school every day, snacks, food in the morning before they eat in the afternoon, then they eat take snacks to school before they talk of school lesson or somebody that come to pick. If you these children live with you, even you as a father, you applaud whosoever that is taking care of the children. So that is what is
I
going
know,
to
that's
be.
why I say me, I will be coming. When I come to see the children, there's no way I will come there without.
No, we are not talking about, we are talking about the school fees, because you cannot, how long do you go there? Anytime you go there, what do you buy? Are you going to buy bag of rice and buy a pack of indomie and
Carton of
everything?
Indomie.
Carton of indomie,
Order biscuit.
all those, which one be carton of indomie or whatever?
I used to, that was what I bought the last
These
time.
children look like people that eat indomie 247. We are not talking of carton of indomie. Yeah, say something please.
Please, because when we talk of feeding,
Yeah,
feeding is everyday something.
yeah.
And may I prefer just a suggestion for him to be paying 30,000 every month because it has to do with feeding. But that school fees is once in a while. So and school fees in a year is three times 3 months. So the feeding has to do with every month. So instead of adding 10,000 to 40,000, making 50 for the school fees, let him add the 10,000 to the
Take it
20,000 to make it
Hey, that one you bring all
30,000
the
every month, so that to help the woman to be able to feed the children.
hmm?
I mean, instead of adding the 10,000 to 40,000 for the school fees, they should add the 10,000 to the 20,000 to be paying every month for the feeding.
Okay,
That is more better because school fees come once in a while.
okay.
Yes, that's
Marisa,
that's it.
is that okay? Okay.
So,
Obina,
saying yes, I do is very easy. To provide the money.
Obina, take. We don't need to dwell on this. They are not my children.
I don't have, I know my capacity, I know how my money comes in. So I cannot accept
What is
what I
today's
cannot
date, sef?
afford. So that is
Second,
why
abi?
I'm saying 20,000 I can
Seven.
afford every month.
Second.
You write your name and address and put it there. People can't keep dwelling on what. We need to attend to other things. You have your, do you have pen yourself?
Mm.
You use that one. Put it there. Were people calling in for this matter? Okay. Did the children visit you?
You anytime if I go there, and the guy they want to follow me, they want to come to me. She will not allow.
You do that one first. You will do your responsibility and she will do her own responsibility. I
What
need
she have?
another undertaking.
What
I
she
need
have?
another undertaking where she will allow the father to. You give them 30,000 feeding and then for forty
No,
thousand
I
this.
cannot do that. So if you push me to do it, the money did not come, what will happen?
The money will come.
I know why I'm saying this. Because
The
I
money
know
will be
how
another
I
week now. I
make
need to
money.
take to
So I
other
will
people.
not put it. Can't write what I cannot afford.
Write it to. Write it to. I've told you. You don't know that you are supposed to be paying for where the children are staying
If I have the
as
money,
a
I can
house
give them
rent.
200,000. I have the money. If they're my blood.
Come and bring the money first. Write a deal. Madam, write where you're undertaking there. As he provide the feeding money and all that for the children, you allow him to take the children, visit the children when he's less busy, and the children will visit him either on holiday or weekend. And when he will return them by Sunday because of their school. And pick them on Friday and return them on Sunday. You need pen. I don't even know how some of you can be that irresponsible that person have to bring you to public, take you to court before you take responsibility of your children. Some do bricklayer work to make sure their children are okay. Some cannot even sleep in a better apartment because they enroll their children into quality school. Some of you should be ashamed. Can't afford 10,000. Don't even try that rubbish with me. I've talked to you enough that you should respect yourself. Are they my children? What should they get for you? Okay, that's very sad. I think I need to report you. All right, viewers, thank you very much for being with us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page for Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. Alternative. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you.